We're going to just take a quick look at how I use the habit tracker to monitor my weight. So tapping here on the clipboard icon takes us to the habit tracker menu, and so each month has its own habit tracker. So here's January. In January, I use this section for notes. And in January, I started the year weighing 158.8 and ended the month down 5 pounds to 153.3. So I like to make 155 kind of my threshold. My goal is to stay at 155 and under. So I was a little heavier after the holidays than I had hoped to be. So what I did was, actually let me just move on ahead to March. And so we'll tap this to bring down the Good Notes menu and go into the edit mode from this little pencil icon in the top right. And what I'm doing here is I'm going to make this the dividing line. I have a shaky hand, it's not very good, but one of the nice features of Good Notes iPad is the ability to straighten the line. So that's going to be my 155 mark. I'm going to see here, go to blue. This was the blue, and I'm going to make each of these hash marks half a pound. So I'm going to start. Well, here's, like I said, a shaky hand. Let me undo that. 2 taps to undo. One. Actually, let me go to a little thinner stroke here. It takes it down. Do this one. 52, 51, and then above the line will be. So this is what I did for January, and call the top of the line 160. So the dates are already there, and so every morning I weigh myself, and so one of the first things I do when I come downstairs to have kind of my time for Bible reading, meditation, prayer, is I will go to the habit tracker for that day and put in that day's weight total. So for that, I just use green mark. Let's say we're going to pretend tomorrow that it's already tomorrow, the 23rd. And unfortunately, my weight went up to right up to 151.0. So I'm just going to draw a little circle. I can't hold it long enough to get the line to straighten out. If it bothers you that it's not quite centered in the circle, then you can tap on it and adjust it that way. And then I write down what that day's weight was. And you'll see below what I'm doing is I'm keeping track of my workouts. So generally speaking, I try and work out 6 days a week and then take Sundays as a day of rest. It's a rest day. So I have a kind of a hash mark or check for strength and for cardio. And I used SC stands for Sydney Cummings. She's a YouTube fitness person. So I watched on my TV with the YouTube app and do her workouts. And then some days I use the elliptical. We have a elliptical machine. And then X stands for kind of extra workouts. So things extra maybe I did one of these was shoveling or some snow we had, and others like just some house cleaning, things like that. Give myself a little extra credit. And I usually track these on my Apple Watch to determine calories, and using MyFitnessPal, my recommended calories are 1990 per day to maintain a weight of around 152 or 153. And so if I'm under that day, I mark X, and then MyFitnessPal tells me how many calories I was under. If I'm over, there was a Super Bowl, look at that, 1527 one day. And then I put it in red. And the same thing, I kind of used red for when I was over where I wanted to be, and then I used green for when I'm below my threshold. So this week, a lot of my weight loss was just from getting sick. So some kind of stomach bug. But I've really kind of kept it around there. So yeah. So that's just kind of an example of how I'm using the Key Command Christian Planner to keep track of my weight and my fitness. Every month has a inspirational quote of some kind to look at. So I hope that'll be helpful to you in thinking about how you would like to use your habit tracker.